We are going to dive into something super cool, buttons. But not just any buttons, we are talking about the different types of buttons you can create using Figma. Before we jump into creating buttons, let's understand what they are. Imagine buttons like the ones on your favorite video game controller or the buttons on your microwave. They are things you press to make something happen. In this digital world, buttons work like the same way you tap or click on them to do the stuff on your computer or phone. Let's see these buttons in the Figma and talk about it more.
Now guys, we are going to talk about different types of buttons in Figma. Well, there are many types of buttons like rectangular buttons, then circular buttons, and we are going to learn like how we can create these buttons in Figma. So guys, as you can see, I'm on my Figma tool. Now, before showing you the buttons or the shapes, all these things, let me type a letter over here. So let me type marketing word only, right? So this is the word I have written over here. Now you might be seeing that I'm working on the home clipboard, right? As you can see, home clipboard or home screen, whatever you want to say, right? So as you can see in home, I do have these things, right? So we do have these screens or these clipboards in our file right now. If I zoom out a little bit, you'll be able to see all the clipboards, right? So all 5 are here and you'll be able to see all 5 are here. You can say frames as well, right? Now if I zoom in, you'll be able to see these are the elements I do have. These are the elements I do have in this frame, right? That's why it is showing over here, right? Now you need to understand that the top one, the top content or the top element can overlay the elements which are below in this list. As you can see, marketing word is in the top, and if I take this word, it will overlay the word marketing fund as global, right? As you can see, in the same way, let's say I go to shapes. In shapes, you need to go to the toolbar again, and here you'll be able to see the shapes option, right? Shape tools. If you click here in the drop down menu, you'll be able to see all the different types of shapes: rectangle, line, arrow, ellipse, polygon, right? So mostly people choose rectangle. So let's select this, and let's say if I create a rectangular shape over here, right? So you'll be able to see in the home screen or home frame, we do have the rectangle shape in the top. That's why it is overlaying the marketing word, right? But what if I want to show the marketing word under or over this rectangle? So in order to do that, I need to just send this rectangle backward. So how I can do that? I can press the right button on my mouse and I can send to back, right? Bring to front, send to back. So I can just click on send to back and it will automatically send to back. Or I can use another method like we do in Photoshop. We can just drag this like this, right? Let's say I want to bring this rectangle just below marketing like this, right? So we can do either this or this, right? You do have the two options. Now after this, let's say I select again the shape option. Even the shape option have also the shortcut key R, right? And let's say you need lines, then you need to press L, then shift L, then O, like that, right? Now I've selected the R. Oops, let me press again the R and let me create a button over here, right? So I've created a button. Let me zoom in a little bit so that you can see properly, right? Now let me bring it into the middle. Now I want to write something here, so obviously I'll select T, which is type. I can either select this toolbar, otherwise I can type the shortcut key, which is T, right? Now I want to write here by now, right? This is the word I have written. Now if I want to increase or decrease the size, I can just do like this. Oops, let me first select the text and then do right. Now the text size is decreased and this is how it is looking. Right now I can select both the items by doing this kind of selection, and I can drag both the items like this. Now it is not looking like a button because it is a very rectangular. It should have a curve edges, right? So let me zoom in a little bit more so that you can understand properly. Now if I select this rectangle, you'll be not able to see any extra options, like you will be able to see only these 4 points. But if I zoom in extra and then I select the rectangular option, let me just and if I zoom in a little bit more, you'll be able to see these extra points. Now what is the use of these extra points? You just need to select these extra point, and if you do like this, if you drag like this, you'll be able to make the edges a little bit curvy. Right now you can bring the text into it. So this is how we create buttons in Figma. Right, even you can do this in the properties option as well. Here we do have the same option, this corner radius. If you increase or decrease it, it will change the radius of, I mean the corner or the edges of our button. Right, so I want to go with the 5. Right, if I zoom out, let me just zoom out. Now the button is looking like this. Let me just place it into the middle. Now what if I just want to make only one edge curvy and I don't want to do anything with the left edges or the leftover corners? So for that I need to zoom in again. Let me get that button, and now let me first make it rectangular again. Right, now you need to just press the Alt button in your keyboard. Now if you drag the point like this, you'll be able to edit only one edge or one corner, because because you have pressed the Alt button like this. Oops, let me go press Ctrl Z. See, right? So this is how you can do when you press the Alt button. Now in the same way, you can select the circle as well, like this is not the circle, this is ellipse over here, right? And you can create a circle. Let's say you want a perfect circle. So for that you just need to press or hold the Shift button in order to create the perfect circle. Let me zoom out a little bit, then I'll show you. Right, now when you press the Shift button in your keyboard, let me select this and then press, I'm holding the Shift button, and now I'm creating a circle. This is the perfect circle, and in circle you'll be able to see that option here as well, which we seen in the rectangle, but here it do something else. You can create a diagram or a design like this, right? Pie chart kind of thing. If you select that option, that arc option, right? I hope you understood. And this is how we create buttons in Figma, because in Figma everything is manual. You don't have any automated thing or something like that. You do in Canva. You just go to library and just select the button and the button gets appeared. No, it doesn't happen like that in Figma, right? You need to create your own buttons, own styles, own designings, right? So in the upcoming videos we'll be able to learn the whole project, like how we can create the whole UI with these small chunks, small bits of knowledge, right? With that said, let's end this video here.
So guys, I hope this video was helpful for you. If it was really helpful and you liked the content, then do not forget to hit the subscribe button and bell icon. We are coming up with more interesting topics in the upcoming videos. Till then, bye bye.